I mean, please.
I scored that fight 7-5 Pacquiao
please.
because I was taught in my early years covering boxing back in the 70s that
ridiculous.
aggressor wins the round.
please.
Who was the aggressor
That's
in
the
at least
case,
7 of those rounds?
Your theory goes right out the window because you thought Sugar Ray should have beaten Hagler, and Hagler was the constant aggressor. Don't want to hear that. Be consistent.
Yeah, but Sugar Ray actually took the fight to Hagler.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yes, he did.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yes,
Let's just stop it. Go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
So here's the point. So he's been studying tape now of your man Triple G. You had him on your radio show early on, Golovkin.
Yes.
And he's saying, I see a man who fights.
A lot of ink, a lot of attention, a lot of being called a great champion.
It doesn't bother me, Howard, because what was shown is quite evident. I beat Roberto Duran, and I beat him my way. The press, they said, by Duran quitting, does it tarnish my victory? How can it?
I'm asking you.
No, I don't feel it has. If I had complained about arthritis, or I said the reason I couldn't move in Montreal was because I had hemorrhoids, who would have believed it?
Yeah, what up,
no
fight
one.
fans? And I just wanted to talk about this debate between, this comparisons between Sugar Ray Leonard and Floyd Mayweather. Shout out to 78 Sports. I saw his video. And it's good to see things getting back to boxing in the YTBC. And I think this is a good topic to discuss. It's a good boxing topic. And I wanted to talk about this Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather comparisons. And I think it's really, what's the word I'm looking for? I think it's really, man, it's really sad when you compare Floyd Mayweather to the greats. Like another guy said, to throwback fighters of the past. When you compare a guy like Floyd Mayweather to those guys, I think it's blasphemy, to be honest with you. And I'm gonna kind of break down some of my points, and I'm gonna make my points real clear to you guys. When you look at a guy like Tommy Hearns, who Sugar Ray Leonard fought, and you take a look at Floyd Mayweather's resume. Let's take a look at Floyd Mayweather's resume. Okay, who on Floyd Mayweather's resume at the time that Floyd Mayweather fight him? Now we can't just point out a guy like Shane Mosley and say he beat Shane Mosley. Let's point out the time that he fought Shane Mosley. Let's look at Floyd Mayweather's resume and point out the time that he fought these guys. And let's ask ourselves, could any of those guys beat a Tommy Hearns? Let's seriously ask ourselves this question. Let's go through Floyd's resume. Okay, and when he fought the guys, we ain't gonna just go through the resume. We're gonna talk about when he fought these guys. At what point in time did he fight them? Okay, let's start with let's start with Luis Castillo. At the time he fought Castillo was a good fighter. He was a good fighter. I would say he was a prime fighter. Would Luis Castillo had beat Tommy Hearns at the time Sugar Ray Leonard fought him? When Tommy Hearns was an undefeated welterweight champion? Who would have won that fight? Luis Castillo or Tommy Hearns? Let's move on. Let's move on to Arturo Gatti. Arturo Gatti was in his prime when Floyd Mayweather fought him. It was for the light welterweight title. At that time, would Arturo Gatti, let's say if Arturo Gatti would have fought Tommy Hearns, who would have won that fight? Let's just say it was at welterweight. Okay, let's move on. Zab Judah. Floyd Mayweather defeated Zab Judah, coming off a loss, after Zab Judah got his ass whooped by Carlos Baldomero. Okay, let's say Zab Judah versus Tommy Hearns at welterweight. Who would have won that fight at that point in time? After Zab Judah coming off a loss, getting his ass whooped to Carlos Baldomero. Who would have won that fight? The Tommy Hearns that Sugar Ray Leonard fought? Or the Zab Judah coming off getting his ass whooped by Carlos Baldomero? Who wins that fight? Okay, let's move on to Oscar De La Hoya. Now, Oscar De La Hoya is my boy. It's gonna get a little bit tougher now. It's about to get tougher. Oscar De La Hoya was the WBC light middleweight champion now. So I gotta give Floyd props for this. But let's ask ourselves this question seriously now. That Oscar De La Hoya, WBC middleweight champion, versus Tommy Hearns. Let's just say they fought at a catchweight and Tommy Hearns went up to 154. Who wins that fight? Oscar De La Hoya, WBC light middleweight champion, or the Tommy Hearns that Sugar Ray Leonard fought? The undefeated Tommy Hearns that Sugar Ray Leonard fought. That's a tough one now. So some of y'all guys might be split on that question. Now let's move on to Ricky Hatton. At the time Floyd Mayweather fought him. Floyd Mayweather fought Ricky Hatton, brought his small ass up from 140. Small motherfucker up from 140. Okay, who wins that fight? A motherfucker Ricky Hatton being brought up to 140? Because that's when he fought Floyd Mayweather. He was brought up to 140. Who wins that fight? A brought up small motherfucker like Ricky Hatton? Or the Tommy Hearns that Sugar Ray Leonard fought? The undefeated Tommy Hearns. The killer that they say was going to kill Sugar Ray Leonard. Who wins that fight? Ricky Hatton, who's just coming up from 140? Or Tommy Hearns? Okay, let's move on to Juan Manuel Marquez. Now we're going to talk about the Marquez that Mayweather fought. Not that steroided Marquez Pacquiao fought. We're going to talk about the one Mayweather fought. Okay, who wins this fight? The small ass Marquez moving up 2 weight divisions from 135 to 147. Who wins that fight? If he fights the Tommy Hearns that Sugar Ray Leonard fought. Tommy Hearns or Juan Manuel Marquez coming up from 135 to 147. Who wins that fight? Marquez versus Tommy Hearns. Okay, let's move on to Shane Mosley. Not the Shane Mosley that fought Oscar De La Hoya. We talking about the Shane Mosley that Floyd Mayweather fought. This Shane Mosley was coming off getting his ass whooped twice by Vernon Forrest and getting his ass whooped by Winky Wright. But he had an impressive win versus who did he beat? Margarito. Yeah, he beat Margarito. But he's an older Shane Mosley. This ain't the Shane Mosley that fought Oscar De La Hoya, the prime Shane Mosley. No. This is an old ass Shane Mosley. So who wins this fight at 147? The Shane Mosley who just got his ass whooped twice by Vernon Forrest and Ricky White? Or the Tommy Hearns that Sugar Ray Leonard, the undefeated Tommy Hearns that Sugar Ray Leonard fought? Who wins? Shane Mosley or Tommy Hearns? Okay, let's move on to Miguel Cotto. Not the prime Miguel Cotto. We talking about the Miguel Cotto that Floyd Mayweather fought. He didn't fight him when he was undefeated. Let's talk about the Miguel Cotto Floyd fought. When he fought Miguel Cotto just had got his ass whooped by Manny Pacquiao. His face was bludgeoned. All blood all down his face. Margarito just had brutalized this man with rocks in his gloves. This is the Floyd Mayweather that Miguel Cotto fought. So who wins this fight? Miguel Cotto that Floyd Mayweather fought? Not the prime Miguel Cotto. We got to remember, we talking about the Miguel Cotto that Floyd Mayweather fought. Who wins this fight? Miguel Cotto or the Tommy Hearns that Sugar Ray Leonard fought? Hypothetically, who wins? Miguel Cotto versus Tommy Hearns. Now leave y'all picks now in the comment section. Let's move on to Robert Guerrero. Okay, Floyd fought Robert Guerrero. They fought for the WBC title. Now Robert Guerrero, he was in his prime. We give him that. Guerrero was in his prime. But who wins between a prime Robert Guerrero or the Tommy Hearns that Sugar Ray Leonard fought when Tommy Hearns was undefeated WBC champion? Who wins that fight? Okay, shit finna get a little tougher now. It's finna get a little tougher. We gonna move to the Saul Canelo Alvarez. We ain't talking about the Canelo Alvarez that Amir Khan is fighting. No. We ain't talking about the motherfucker that's finna come in at 155 and then come in on fight night 200 pounds. We ain't talking about that Canelo. No, we talking about the Canelo Floyd Mayweather fought. That's a different type of Canelo Alvarez. But it's still gonna be tough, the question I'm finna pose. Now we talking about the Mayweather we talking about the Canelo that Mayweather fought when his ass was drained like an AIDS patient, drained down to 152. Now who wins this fight? Canelo at 152 or Tommy Hearns at 147? Hypothetically catch weight. Who wins this fight? The Tommy Hearns that Sugar Ray Leonard fought, or the Canelo Alvarez that Floyd Mayweather fought? Who wins that fight now? This is a tough one. So this is a tough one for y'all. Who wins that fight? Canelo Alvarez that Floyd Mayweather fought? We ain't talking about the Canelo that Khan's fighting. No. We talking about the one that Mayweather fought. Who wins that fight? Canelo or Tommy Hearns? Okay, let's move on to Marcos Maidana, because he fought his ass twice. I don't think Tommy Hearns would have needed to fight Marcos Maidana twice. Matter of fact, that's a blasphemy. I ain't even finna ask who would have won that. That's a waste of my motherfucking time. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao. Okay, he fought Manny Pacquiao. Now, this ain't the Manny Pacquiao who was knocking motherfuckers out like he knocked Antonio Margarito out. We ain't talking about the pound for pound #1 in the world Manny Pacquiao. No. We talking about the fucking Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather fought when the motherfucker got knocked out cold when we thought he was dead by Juan Manuel Marquez. We talking about that Manny Pacquiao. That's the Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather fought. He didn't fight the Manny Pacquiao that was knocking out these motherfuckers left and right. Knocked out Ricky Hatton in the second round. Damn near killed Antonio Margarito. Knocked out Oscar De La Hoya. He didn't fight that Manny Pacquiao. The Manny Pacquiao that was #1 pound for pound. The beast. The killer Manny Pacquiao. He didn't fight that guy. He fought the Manny Pacquiao that got knocked the fuck out by Juan Manuel Marquez. So we got to ask our question. Would that Manny Pacquiao have beaten Tommy Hearns, the Tommy Hearns that Sugar Ray Leonard fought? The undefeated Tommy Hearns. Who would have won that fight? The Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather fought, or the Tommy Hearns Sugar Ray Leonard fought? Okay, you guys answer all them questions. Now let's talk about who these guys who Sugar Ray Leonard supposedly had ducked in his prime, or who he ducked in general. First, we talk about Aaron Pryor. We say he ducked Aaron Pryor. Okay, I can give you Aaron Pryor. Hold the fuck up. I can't even give you that he ducked Aaron Pryor. I can't give you that. Because in 1980, Aaron Pryor rejected an offer of $500,000 to fight Sugar Ray Leonard. Let's repeat that. In 1980, Aaron Pryor rejected an offer of $500,000 to fight WBC champion Sugar Ray Leonard because he wanted more money. Now get this. This is the kicker right here. Get this. When the offer was increased to $750,000, he rejected that as well. Let's repeat. When the offer was increased to $750,000, he rejected that offer as well. So he rejected not one, but he rejected 2 offers made by Sugar Ray Leonard to him. But Sugar Ray Leonard supposedly ducked Aaron Pryor. Oh, we get it. Then we say he ducked Michael Nunn and McCullum. Well, these guys, Sugar Ray Leonard, damn near eyes, the man was blind. Was he supposed to fight guys when he was blind? And let's go into why Sugar Ray Leonard was blind, having eye surgeries. Because he fought a guy like Tommy Hearns, a damn killer, who Floyd Mayweather, ain't nowhere in the world Floyd Mayweather would have fought Tommy Hearns. He wouldn't even fight Manny Pacquiao in his prime. You think he would have fought Tommy Hearns? So this is why this man's eye is all messed up like it. This is why he had to have retina surgery on his eyes. This is why this man is damn near blind. Because he fought a guy like Tommy Hearns. He fought Marvin Hagler. And supposedly, so Marvin Hagler is a bum now when Sugar Ray Leonard fought him. But this man was how long he had that middleweight champion for? I think, don't quote me on this, but I think he had it 15 straight years. But when Sugar Ray Leonard fought him, Marvin Hagler was supposedly a bum now when Sugar Ray Leonard fought him. But look down Floyd's resume and ask yourself this. Would any of those guys even have beaten Marvin Hagler at the time Sugar Ray Leonard fought him? Since you say Marvin Hagler was a bum when Sugar Ray Leonard fought him, would anybody on Floyd's resume have beaten Marvin Hagler when Ray Leonard fought him? So then we talk about these guys Ray Leonard ducked. Ray Leonard had to have surgery. Ray Leonard was old as hell, man. That's like we talking about the Terry Norris fight. He shouldn't even fought Terry Norris. We We already know Ray Leonard's eyes was fucked up. The man had to have surgery. That's like Muhammad Ali fighting Larry Holmes. Muhammad Ali shouldn't have even been sanctioned to fight that fight, man. He was having Parkinson's disease. The man was 173 years old, man. He had no business fighting Larry Holmes, Spinks, none of them motherfuckers. Muhammad Ali should have been retired, man. So when we compare Floyd Mayweather to Sugar Ray Leonard, it's laughable, man. You can't even compare them two guys. It's straight laughable. You cannot compare Sugar Ray Leonard to Floyd Mayweather. Or should I say, you can't even compare Floyd Mayweather to Sugar Ray Leonard. There is no comparisons. There is none. It's a complete joke. It's laughable. It's laughable to even compare those guys. There's no comparisons, man. When you look at the resumes, at the time these guys fought their opponents, and we not even mentioning Benitez. We ain't even bring Benitez up. So man, come on, man. The comparisons, the debate, it's a complete farce. Man, let me get out of here, man.